I'm Duncan from LiveShare. I'm responsible for fundraising for the charity, and I was enlightened by the prejudice stuff with your humour, and I'm absolutely convinced that charities have a problem with that, big problem. We deal with the homeless, and we deal with as a result of homelessness, we deal with sexually abused, not sexually exploited young men. And there are certain glamorous charities where money is much easier to obtain, and I sense that humour is a very good way. And excuse the pun, but I think black humour is a really good way of accelerating funding, because I haven't been doing this for long, but I'm quite dismayed at the prejudice that is there. There are certain very glamorous charities. They're all viable, and the charity shops show that actually. If you walk down any sort of British town now, there's animal charities are more glamorous than homeless charities.
Oh gosh, yes, you're right.
I mean, that
right.
is. So that really, I just wanted to sort of stimulate some kind of reply from you.
We have fads and fashions, with charity, even with charities. One couple of years it'd be the rainforest, then it'd be saving an orangutan, then it'd be saving a Somali, and then do you know what I mean, right? And you're right with what you're saying. You're right. Obviously, funding is becoming harder and harder to come by, but I think that something positive to come out of the recession and the craziness that's happening is I think people are trying to connect with each other. I think communities are coming together, and I think things like libraries, trying to save their libraries, trying to keep their Shore Start Centre open. Maybe it's the first time in a decade, maybe more, where people are actually connecting with each other. They're talking to each other, they're reaching out to each other, and that is what makes the world go round. That, for me, is what makes our world go round. And it's something, I think there's been too much of dividing people, and it's not about race always, or ethnicity, or whatever, gender, but it's just something that's been going on for a long time. And I think that now we have an opportunity, even though it's going to be a very hard opportunity, we need to basically bring people together, and that is what I think is happening, because I think people are starting to see seeing shared experiences, like with the revolution in Egypt, which is still in progress, the most repressive regime in the world, propped up by arms being sold to them by our country. The first Western leader to rock up in Tahrir Square was David bloody Cameron, with a bunch of arms dealers with him. Astounding. But the thing is, people are not stupid anymore. Not that we were before, but they believed we were stupid. And because we've got Twitter and Facebook and all the live, sometimes the bane of your life, these live TV channels, but you can't hide this stuff anymore. And one of the biggest and most exhilarating things as a journalist is, sadly, journalism is about elitism and power. And journalism isn't always about the story, it's about the person telling the story. But as we've seen with the Murdoch empire, right, which frankly is on its knees, thankfully, all of that is being challenged. And when you challenge power, the people who want to cling on to their power, it disturbs them, right? But there's I think this is one of the most exciting times in history, I really do. And I'm not saying that people are, we've never had a revolution in this country. The only revolution we had was an industrial revolution. I rest my case. So it's a bit overdue, really, right? And just for the purpose of the camera, I'm not recommending people break the law. But yes. So I think you're right, but it's about connecting as humans.